I am here with Tim Smith, Clinical Manager of EMS at the University of Kentucky Chandler Medical Center, and today we're discussing for Eastern Kentucky University's EMS management class what makes a leader and what's the difference between a leader and a manager. So, Tim, how long have you been with the organization?
I have been here for 2 years with UK Healthcare. I was also here back in the late 80s when they had the helicopter here and flew with the helicopter. So I've been here on a couple of different occasions, but 2 years to this point.
Okay, so today we're discussing managers and leaders, and what do you feel the difference between a leader and a manager is?
Well, I think a leader is someone who hires good managers to help kind of lead the individuals that they supervise. I kind of look at my job as a person who clears the path for not only our managers but also for our boots on the ground employees. I think that's really essential. I don't do much in the way of patient care anymore, but my job is to kind of again get the tools that folks need to have to be successful in their jobs. Developing policy and taking a lot of things into consideration when doing that.
So, do you feel that the leader usually has the vision of where they want the organization to go?
Yeah, I think that's actually a really good point. I guess I look at myself as being more big picture. Developing maybe new product lines, help with growth, strategic planning, doing a SWOT analysis and those kind of things, doing it together with the managers, but kind of maybe set the tempo for all of those things. I think is really important.
And what are some qualities you think a leader should have and a manager as well?
Well, I think you have to be fair. You have to be, think before you speak. I think you need to. I think a good quality is being a little bit more laid back. Sometimes it's difficult to, as a Type A person, to be a good leader because you have a tendency to kind of be more reactionary instead of a little more, think before you jump in there and take action.
So, if I'm new to an organization and I'm an up and comer, what would you tell me about being a leader or a manager?
I would say, take your time, learn. Sometimes you have to take maybe less desirable jobs to get to where you need to be. And I think putting the time in, learning the job, learning the processes, good people skills, being able to interact with folks, I think is really essential. And then just learning as much as you can. And I always try to lead by example. So I hope that other people see that and they take that lead, and we'll use that later on down the road if they do become leaders.
And do you think it's important for an institution to offer leadership training?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean UK does a great job on a couple of different levels. They have new leader training, and then for someone who's been a leader for a while, they have an I don't know what they call it, but more of an executive leadership program, and all of those are really, really good quality programs. And not only that, but they also offer additional, if something that they feel is important for leaders, they'll go ahead and send that out to everybody and give them some extra, some kind of value added kind of leadership training. So I think that's essential. And for an organization that doesn't have that, I think it's important to develop that. When I was leading a major helicopter program, we did supervisor training for all of our people when we got into HR issues, how to take care of difficult interactions with people, both patients, family, and then coworkers. Basic financial management, those kind of things I think are all really important to help people be good leaders.
All right. Well, thank you, Tim. I thank you for sharing some time with me today about this.
No problem. Thank you.